Imagine waking up tomorrow, turning on the tap, and nothing comes out. No morning coffee, no shower, no water to cook. For 800,000 Malaysians in Johor recently, this wasn't just a nightmare, it was reality. Welcome. Today, we are going to take you behind the scenes of Malaysia's water network. We will uncover why our conventional systems are failing against modern pollution and reveal the advanced engineering breakthrough that can ensure our taps never run dry again. Water is the lifeline of our nation. In Malaysia, approximately 98% of our water comes directly from rivers, with the remainder from dams and groundwater. But how does this raw river water become safe to drink? Most treatment plants in Malaysia use the conventional treatment system. This process involves several key stages. First is intake and screening, where raw water from rivers is screened to remove large debris. Second is coagulation and flocculation. Chemicals such as alum or polyaluminum chloride are added. These chemicals cause suspended particles to clump together into larger groups called flocks. Third is sedimentation. The water moves into tanks where these flocks settle to the bottom, removing the bulk of the turbidity. Fourth is filtration. The water passes through rapid gravity sand filters or multimedia filters to remove the remaining finer particles. Fifth is disinfection. Chlorination is the primary method used to kill bacteria. Some plants may use ozonation or UV as supplementary steps. Additionally, fluoridation is added for dental health as mandated by the Ministry of Health. Finally, there is pH correction and stabilization. Lime or soda ash is added to adjust the pH to prevent pipe corrosion before the water is stored and distributed. While the treatment process is standard, the quality of our raw water is changing. According to Department of Environment report from 2024, only 71% of our rivers are classified as clean. A concerning 25% are moderately polluted, and 4% are heavily polluted. This might seem small, but when raw water is polluted, it undermines the entire treatment system. It increases energy costs, chemical usage, and threatens the supply for millions. The fragility of our water security was proven recently. In November 2025, a massive environmental disaster struck the Johor River. A sand washing pond at a mining site in Kota Tinggi burst. This wasn't just a small leak. It sent a massive influx of sludge into the river, turning the water into mud and affecting a 20 to 30 kilometer stretch of the ecosystem. The result, 800,000 residents across Johor Bahru, Kota Tinggi, Ponchan, and Kulai were left without water for 4 days. But why couldn't the treatment plants handle this? The impact was widespread. The turbidity of the water spiked to 37,400 NTU, compared to a normal level of around 400 NTU. This sudden influx of suspended solids overwhelmed the river's natural dilution capacity. Here is the engineering reality. Conventional plants rely on gravity. They are designed for a maximum turbidity limit of around 1,000 NTU. During the disaster, turbidity spiked to a staggering 37,400 NTU. The particle load was so heavy it hindered settling, where particles crash into each other and cannot settle fast enough. The sludge blanket rose to the top and overflowed into the filtration stage. The sand filters, which are meant to polish the water, were blinded or clogged by mud in minutes. This forced constant backwashing, wasting more water than the plant could produce. The plants simply couldn't cope. The consequences of this contamination were severe. Socially, 455,000 households faced unscheduled interruptions, forcing residents to queue for tankers and use mosques for basic hygiene. Economically, water-dependent businesses, such as car washes, were forced to suspend operations, with one business reporting losses of 5,000 Malaysian ringgit in a single peak day. Fishing communities lost their livelihoods due to the destruction of fish stocks. Fishermen reported income losses of up to 300 Malaysian ringgit per day. Environmentally, the high silt content clogged fish gills, leading to asphyxiation and mass fish deaths, and reduced dissolved oxygen levels in the water, destroying the biodiversity of the river. To prevent such shutdowns in the future, we propose upgrading to ballasted flocculation. This technology addresses the settling issue by using microsand and Stokes' law. Stokes' law states that the settling velocity of a particle depends on the density difference between the particle and the fluid, and the particle size. In this process, we add microsand along with the coagulant and polymer. The polymer bonds the microsand to the flocks. This drastically increases the density of the flock. It works in a continuous, 6-step cycle. First, we have coagulant addition, where chemicals are added to destabilize the suspended particles. Next is polymer and microsand injection. The polymer acts as a glue, bonding the light dirt particles to the heavy microsand. The mixture then enters the flocculation tank. Here, mixing ensures the heavy, sand-ballasted flocks grow in size. Then comes settling. The flocks settle rapidly in the clarification tank, which is equipped with lamellar plates to further enhance separation. From there, the sludge is pumped to a hydrocyclone, which uses centrifugal force to strip the sludge from the microsand. Finally, we have recirculation. The clean microsand is recycled back into the injection process to be used again, minimizing waste. The result is speed. While standard gravity sedimentation has a settling velocity of less than 5 meters per hour, ballasted flocculation achieves velocities of 40 to 80 meters per hour. This makes the settling process up to 30 times faster. The retention time drops from 1 to 4 hours to just 10 to 20 minutes. This system is compact, requiring 5 to 15% of the land area of a conventional plant, and can handle turbidity spikes over 5,000 NTU, ensuring the plant keeps running even during disaster events. Technology is the answer, but so is responsibility. Upgrading our infrastructure is the critical first step. But building true water resilience requires a shared commitment from every level of society. To secure our future, we need action on 3 fronts. First, to the government, we must strengthen management by promoting integrated water resources management. We need to utilize digitalization for real-time water quality monitoring and consider decentralized treatment for rural areas alongside water reuse initiatives. Second, to industries, ensure sustainable treatment. It is crucial to implement proper wastewater systems and eco-friendly policies to prevent pollutants from entering waterways. And finally, to the public, report pollution. We ask you to actively report illegal dumping or suspicious discharge to local authorities. Clean water is a shared responsibility. Protect our waters. Secure our future. Clean water is not a luxury or a line item. It is the foundation of our health, our economy, and our future. Let's protect it together.